The difference between surrender and giving up. Point number 4. It says a lot of people mistake surrender for quitting, but they are not the same. Surrendering is an active decision to let go of attachment to results, while quitting is withdrawing from effort entirely. When you surrender, you still take action. You just trust the process instead of forcing it. That is beautiful. Surrendering doesn't mean quitting. It doesn't mean sitting down and folding. No, it means you're still taking action, but you're just trusting in the process rather than trying to fixate and control the outcome, right? Rather than being so emotionally attached to how everything needs to go in your life. No, I'm surrendering my attachment to how things need to go. I'm going to allow God to work, and I'm going to focus all my energy on trusting in the process, on taking the aligned steps every single day. And I'm going to trust that that in itself will get me to where I need to be. It says surrender means aligning with life's flow, not stepping away from it. It's saying, I will do my part and let the rest unfold. I will do my part and let the rest unfold. What is your part? This is why it's important to use the tangible steps to, take out your journal and write this stuff down. Figure out the things that you have true agency in your life and start focusing on doing your part to better those areas, right? Your attitude, your perspective, your mindset, your daily habits, what you watch, what you do, who you hang around, right? What you listen to, what you eat, what you drink, all of these things that you actually have control over. Focus on controlling those things, on focusing your energy on developing those areas and letting the rest unfold. And what does letting the rest unfold mean? That means allowing God to work in your life while you focus on the things that you have control over. Allowing God to work in all the other areas that you don't have control over and just focusing your energy on the things you do have control over. And that's when your relationship with God becomes a collaboration. I've always viewed it that way. It's not one person works and the other doesn't. It is a collaboration. God, I'm going to focus my energy on the things that I do have control over. My attitude, my perspective, my daily habits. And I'm going to allow you to take the wheel of the things that I do not have control over in my life. And we are going to collaborate and make a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful journey out of it. And that is how you collaborate with the Creator. That is how you allow God to work in your life in ways that you could have never imagined. That's how miracles happen, right? But so often we try to control every single area of our life. We try to control the destination and the journey. We try to control the results and the actions. We try to control everything. We try to control all these different areas in our life, and it creates resistance, frustration, and stress. And you actually get in the way of God working in your life. You actually get in the way of God working in your life. Because if you really want God to truly work in your life, you must let go of your attachment to the things that you have no control over. Focus your energy on the things you do have control over, and trust that all those other areas God is working in, and God will take care of it. Everything will be okay. And that's how you move in faith. That's how you move in faith and not fear. Fear is what makes you want to control every single thing in your life. Faith says, I'm going to focus my energy on the things that I do have control over, and I'm going to trust that everything else will be taken care of. God willing, inshallah. Come on. Some tangible steps. Oh, no, there's one more point. It says surrender is about releasing attachment, not effort. It's the difference between rowing with the current versus against it. That's all it is. Surrendering does not mean you're not putting in effort anymore. No, it means you're putting in effort into the right things. Come on. That's what surrendering allows you to do, right? That's what surrendering allows you to do. It says it's the difference between rowing with the current or against the current, right? When you're rooted in fear and in attachment and control, you're rowing against the current. When you surrender, that's when you allow God to work in your life, and that's when you row with the current. But your job is to make sure you're rowing. Your job is to make sure the boat is staying on course, right? But allow God to take you right where you need to be. That's a beautiful place to be right there. Come on. Tangible steps. It says, ask yourself, am I resisting or am I trusting? If something isn't working, pause and reflect. Am I forcing this or am I allowing it to unfold naturally? You need to have these type of conversations with yourself. Am I resisting or am I trusting? Right? And be honest. Be honest with yourself. You would not want to be in a relationship with somebody where every time you guys had a conversation, there was no honesty. There was no truth behind what that person was saying. They always tried to beat around the bush. No, just be real with me. And that's how you need to be with yourself. You need to be real with yourself. Have a conversation with yourself that's rooted in being real. Hey, I feel like I'm resisting in this area. Hey, I feel like I'm trying to force this thing in my life. Be real with yourself so that you can navigate from the truth rather than trying to beat around the bush and then you're confused on what to do and you know it's not nah, just be real. Am I resisting? Am I trusting? Am I forcing or am I allowing things to unfold naturally? Be real with yourself and then navigate accordingly, right? Don't beat yourself up. Don't beat yourself down, right? We're not going to do that. We're going to move accordingly with compassion, with empathy, with love, with gratitude, and with faith. Come on. Set intentions, not expectations, right? Intentions. How do you want to show up? What are the things that you want to start implementing in your life, right? Expectations are, oh, I need everything to work out this exact way. And if it doesn't, something's not right. And no. Intentions over expectations. Intentions over expectations. Sanya Rakati says, surrender what is, let go of what was, have faith in what will be. Very simple. A Zen proverb said, let go or be dragged. Let go or be dragged. So often we don't realize the reason we feel so dragged by life is because we're not willing to let go. It's like holding on to the back of a horse carriage, right? And because you're rooted in fear, that fear has made you have the illusion of control, which is literally making you grip on to the rope that's attached to that horse carriage. And that horse carriage is, they're running at 20 miles per hour, 25 miles per hour, and you're just being dragged, right? But because you have this fear that if you let go, you're losing something. If you let go, you're losing control. You just continue to get dragged. Rather than saying, listen, I don't want to be dragged anymore. And God, I'm going to trust that if I let go, everything will work out. And you let go. And what starts to happen is you realize that, one, you were holding on to something that you didn't even need to hold on to anymore. That wasn't even serving you anymore. And two, you feel so much more peaceful because you're not being dragged so much. So much stress goes out the door because you're like, hold on. Whoa, I did not realize that this control that I was trying to have over every aspect of my life was actually causing all of the frustration and stress that I was trying to get away from, all of the anxiety that I was trying to get away from. It's so wild because so often the same things we're trying to get away from, we're actually causing with how we operate and navigate life. And we don't even realize that. So we keep doing the things that cause the things we're trying to get away from. And then we keep focusing on the things we're trying to get away from and don't realize that we're still doing the same things that are causing the things that we're trying to get away from. It's a dangerous place to be. And that's what you call a loop. It's just a cycle, a negative cycle. Just keep going and going. You're like, what the heck is going on? What is this happening? And then you try to find all of these things externally to fill and heal that pain, when it really just comes from you understanding, I need to let go. I need to let God. I need to move in faith. I need to focus my energy on the things that I do actually have control over. I need to focus on being more present and making the most out of this moment. And I'm going to be okay, right? I'm going to be okay.